Cooked in absolutely no time at all. Oh, that's so good. And no grinder, no food processor. Back to basics cooking. I want to show you how to make a brisket burger. No grinder necessary. Brisket has tons of flavor, also lots of fat as well. So I've got a piece of brisket here. There's a nice fatty piece. I'm just gonna cut that off. This is gonna be a nice size of burger. You really open yourself up to a lot of possibilities when you start to buy the type of meat that you like to make burgers with, whether it's short ribs, brisket, chuck. So I'm gonna show you how to make a chopped burger. This is how meat would have been minced before grinders were really a thing. You're tenderizing the meats by chopping it up into small pieces. I have these strips here. All I'm gonna do is once again, chop this meat. I'm gonna take my time with it at first. It's almost like we're making tartare. Very finely mincing the meat. I like to use a big knife. So this knife here, it's not a machete, it's a bull-nosed butcher's knife. And it is amazing at doing this job. It's got this big thick part here that you can hold on to. And just come through the meat. So you can see it's getting finer and finer. It's almost looking like ground beef. You don't need special equipment. I can do this with my smaller 10-inch knife. You could do it with an 8-inch knife. Maybe you have a smaller knife and you say, well, I'm gonna split it in half and then come through it like that. And there we go, there's our minced meat. You can see it even clumps together like you would expect ground meat to do so. Burgers are best simple, but I like a seasoned burger. I don't think seasoning the top and bottom of it are enough. We never say anything in cooking is best seasoned only on the outside. If we can season something all the way through, I think that's better. I've got a cast iron here. I'm gonna preheat it. I also have a cast iron press. I'm actually gonna put that right in my pan as I preheat the pan. What that's gonna do is whenever I go to cook my burger, I am gonna be able to press it and have a hot top and bottom cooking the burger. So my meat, I'm gonna go very simple. Pepper, good pinch of salt. And then one of my favorite things to have with beef is mustard. A little bit of garlic powder and then mix that up. So you wanna season your burgers right before you use the beef. You don't wanna do it too far ahead of time or else you will have moisture coming out. I'm gonna use this brie from Quebec. It's got this beautiful orange rind. It tastes absolutely delicious. And I'm just gonna cut this. I just had it in the freezer for a minute, and that's gonna be my slice of cheese that goes on there. It's almost gonna be a sauce on its own. I'm not really worried about the sauce I'm gonna put on the burger. Pan's nice and hot now. And I grab my one burger, I'm gonna press it into a ball. And this is gonna be a little looser than your typical ground beef. It's perfectly fine. Okay, ready? I'm gonna put it in the pan and press. Not so much going for a smash burger. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm just gonna salt the burger here, flip it. You see that perfect crust? It's already cooked. I'm gonna turn the heat right off. I'm just gonna let that steam away. And take this out, get my buns in there, just let them toast for a second. The residual heat will toast them without burning them. Got our burger here, it smells really good. It smells like I just cooked steak. I'm gonna put my burger on here. A little bit of lettuce, bun on top, slice it open. Oh, that's a juicy burger. Like it's like a good old classic burger, nice and juicy. I'm gonna take a bite, see how it is. Oh my God, that's good. Like I said, back to basics cooking. This is how you make this delicious burger. It's so good. Brisket, you get all that bold, beefy flavor. The brie just adds this richness to it. Cooked in absolutely no time at all. Oh, that's so good. And no grinder, no food processor. You don't need special equipment to cook food. You can make incredible food with the very simple basics you have. So if you found value in this and you really appreciated what I taught you, if you want to learn more, give me a like, a subscribe. I've got more coming your way. You're going to learn so much about food and you're going to absolutely learn how to cook. We're all about intuitive cooking and teaching you the basics so you can go wherever you want. Next time.